All right, gardeners, welcome back. Today, let's dive into something we usually just try to avoid in the garden. Wind.
Yeah, exactly. We think of it drying things out, maybe breaking stems.
Right. But what if I told you wind could actually be like a secret weapon? That's our mission today, to see how this overlooked element might help you grow stronger, tougher plants.
And we're digging into some really interesting notes for this one. They come from a gardener who's been closely observing their balcony microclimate.
A balcony garden. It's okay.
Yeah, and they've logged some pretty surprising things about how that constant air movement affects plant health. It might just change how you think about a breezy spot.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So let's start with the obvious headache, right? Dehydration. We've all
Mm-hmm.
seen it. A windy day, and suddenly your plants look miserable. And our source mentions this balcony because of its height and the tropical weather.
Right.
It has a noticeably higher evaporation rate.
Mm.
That's the first big challenge.
Precisely. That steady breeze, it just whisks moisture away, accelerates water loss through transpiration. Water vapor leaving the leaves.
Plant sweat, basically.
Plant sweat, yeah. And if you're not on top of it, well, you get dehydration, wilting, it's predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And this gardener noted, especially because they were using pots with, like, vertical drainage lines.
Yeah, those drain fast.
Exactly. And high drainage soil,
Mm.
they found they had to water way more often than they first thought.
Okay, so more watering sounds like a chore, but here's where it gets really interesting, you said.
Yes, this is the counterintuitive part.
Because needing to water more,
Mm-hmm.
that actually ended up being good for the plants. How does that work? It feels completely backward.
It really does, doesn't it? But the increased watering frequency actually works perfectly with bottom watering.
Ah, okay.
Because what happens is this wind-driven evaporation creates a more pronounced wet-dry cycle. The soil dries out faster.
So you water again sooner?
Exactly. And that cycle is what encourages deeper root growth. It sort of forces the plants to send their roots down, searching for that moisture deep in the pot.
Huh. So they build a stronger foundation.
A much more robust, deeper foundation. Yeah, the wind is effectively training them to dig deep.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's a real shift in perspective. Fighting the wind versus using it.
So beyond this water thing, which is fascinating, what else did the constant breeze do?
Well, another huge benefit was just better air circulation.
Right, that makes sense.
And it's critical, it cuts down the humidity right around the leaves. And lower humidity means...
Less chance of fungal diseases, like powdery mildew.
Exactly. Powdery mildew, black spot, all those damp-loving problems.
Yeah.
Good air movement is probably the best preventative measure.
Oh, I know that battle well. Okay, so better airflow, fewer diseases. What about the physical side? I've heard people say wind makes plants stronger, but how? Is it like plant aerobics?
Huh? Plant aerobics, I like that. It's actually not far off. It is a kind of boot camp.
Yeah, the constant gentle movement from the wind absolutely strengthens the plant structure. It's basically mimicking the hardening off process.
Ah, okay. Like when you take seedlings outside gradually.
Precisely. But there's biological reason, too. This physical movement actually stimulates the release of auxins.
Auxins.
Yeah.
Those are plant hormones, right?
Exactly, growth hormones. And in this case, they tell the plant to build up more supporting cells. Think of it like the plant adding internal scaffolding.
So it's a hormonal response to just being blown around a bit.
Pretty much. And the end result is significantly stronger, thicker stems, less likely to snap.
That's actually incredible. So, okay, let's bring this home. For us gardeners, especially if we're starting seeds indoors, what's the takeaway from this balcony experiment?
Well, it strongly suggests that a location like that balcony, with its consistent but maybe not gale force wind,
Right, a steady breeze.
it seems genuinely ideal for hardening off seedlings, especially those babied indoors under grow lights.
Yeah.
It provides this excellent natural environment to gradually acclimate them, toughens them up, gets them ready for the real world outside. It's like the perfect transition training.
So we started thinking wind was just a nuisance, something that dries plants out. But what we've actually uncovered here is that it's this dynamic force. It can actively encourage deeper roots, make stems physically stronger, reduce disease. It's actually crucial for getting plants ready for a successful life outdoors.
Absolutely. It's about managing it, maybe even harnessing it.
Right. Which leads to a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah, think about this. Knowing what wind can do How might you intentionally introduce or manage air movement in your own garden spaces?
Ooh, good question.
Whether that's, placing a small fan near your indoor seedlings for a few hours a day, or maybe just thinking more carefully about plant spacing outdoors to improve flow. How could you use air movement, maybe subtly, to get some of these benefits for your own plants?